Om Shanti. Good morning. Today is Murli for 25th March 25. The essence is, sweet children, you children of the Father are the masters. You have not taken refuge with the Father. A child never takes refuge with his father. A child never takes refuge with the Father. The child belongs to the Father. So Baba says, in devotion, people talk about take me under your refuge, apni sharan mein lena. So Baba is saying that you children don't take refuge. You claim your inheritance from me. So there's no question of refuge. Question: which aspect should you constantly churn so that Maya does not distress you? Answer: you have come to the Father. Although he is incorporeal, he is our Baba, our teacher, and also our Satguru. It is the incorporeal Baba who teaches us incorporeal souls. If you constantly churn this aspect, your mercury of happiness would remain high and Maya would not distress you. So constantly churn. Who is teaching me? Who have I found? Who do I belong to? Om Shanti. The Trimurti Father explains to you children that he is the Trimurti Father. The creator of all three is the Father of all, because only that Father is the highest on high. It is in the intellects of you children that you are his children. Just as the Father resides in the supreme abode, so you souls are also residents of that place. The Father has also explained that this is a drama. Whatever happens in this drama only happens once. The Father also only comes once to teach us. You do not take refuge. These words, I have taken refuge with you, belong to path of devotion. Would a child ever seek refuge with his father? You children are the masters. You children have not taken refuge with the Father. The Father has made you belong to him, and you children have made the Father belong to you. You children call out to the Father, "O Baba, come, come, and take us back to our home." That is, give us the kingdom. One is the land of peace, and the other is the land of happiness. That land of happiness is the Father's property, and this land of sorrow is Ravan's property. There's nothing but sorrow in being trapped by the five vices. You children now know that you have come to Baba. Although he is incorporeal, he is the Father and the teacher. The one who teaches us incorporeal souls is also incorporeal. He is the Father of souls. If you constantly churned this aspect, your mercury of happiness would rise. It is only when you forget this that Maya causes you distress. When you sit with the Father, you remember the Father and the inheritance. So Maya comes and causes us distress is when we forget the Father, when we forget that I am a soul and who do I belong to. So your aim and objective is in your intellects. You have to remember Shiv Baba. It is very easy to remember Sri Krishna, but there is effort in having remembrance of Shiv Baba. You have to consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. If it were Sri Krishna, they would all sacrifice themselves to him instantly. Especially the mothers would have a great desire to have a child like Sri Krishna or a husband like Sri Krishna. The Father now says, I have come and you will receive a child like Sri Krishna or a husband like Sri Krishna. So Baba says, I have come. So listen to this knowledge, make effort, and you will either receive a child like Sri Krishna in golden age or a husband like Shri Krishna. That is, you will find someone like him who is virtuous, full of all virtues, 16 celestial degrees full. There is nothing but happiness in heaven, that is, in the land of Shri Krishna. You children know that you are studying here in order to go to the land of Shri Krishna. Everyone remembers heaven. When someone dies, people say that he has become a resident of heaven. Therefore, they should be happy. They should applaud the fact that he has left hell and gone to heaven. That is very good. When someone says that so and so has become a resident of heaven, ask him, from where did he go? He must surely have gone from hell. Therefore, that is a matter of great happiness. You should call everyone and distribute toli. When you believe or when you know that someone has gone to heaven, then why, when someone leaves the body, why do we cry? Why do we miss them? They are in a better place. Huh? So Baba says, however, this is a matter of understanding. They would not say that he has gone to heaven for 21 births. It's something that's said, you know, they have gone to heaven. Heaven does not exist now. So nobody goes to heaven now. We will go to heaven when heaven actually exists. But now people believe that heaven is something up above, beyond the clouds, some happy place. But actually, heaven is in this world. The world now is Kali Yuga, Iron Age, hell. When the world transforms, it becomes heaven. So I have to qualify myself to go to heaven. No one at this time is worthy or qualified to go to heaven. And that's why God comes and teaches us. He makes us worthy to go to heaven. So when the time changes, I have made myself worthy of going to heaven. So they would not say that he has gone for 21 births. They simply say that he has gone to heaven. Acha, then why do you invite that soul back here? Why feed him with the food of hell? You should not call him back into hell again. The Father sits here and explains that all these aspects are of this knowledge. You call out to the Father to come and purify you, and so your impure bodies definitely have to be destroyed. When everyone dies, who would cry for others? You now know that you are to leave your bodies and go to your home. You are now practicing how to leave your bodies. That is how to become bodiless. Is there anyone else who would be making such effort? You children have the knowledge that these are your old bodies. The father says, I take the loan of an old shoe. This chariot has become the instrument in the drama. So Brahma Baba is the chariot of Shiv Baba, who is the instrument in the drama. This cannot change. You will see it again after 5,000 years. You have understood the significance of this drama. No one except the Father has the power to explain all of this to you. This Pathshala is very wonderful. Even the elderly say, we are going to God's Pathshala in order to become gods and goddesses. Old women never go to study in schools. If anyone asks in schools, if anyone asks where you are going, tell them, we are going to Godly University where we study Raj Yoga. Tell them such words that they are amazed. Even old people say that they are going to God's Pathshala, God's school. Here it is a wonder that we come to study with God. No one else can say this. They will then ask, where does incorporeal God come from? They think that God is beyond name and form. You now speak with this understanding. You also know the occupation of each idol. So we know the occupation of God. We know the occupation of every idol, deity idol. It is formed that your intellects, that the highest It is firm in your intellects that the highest on high is Shiv Baba and that we are his children. Acha, you do not say simply for the sake of saying that Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar are the residents of subtle region. You know in your hearts how establishment is being carried out through Brahma. No one except you can tell anyone the biography. They do not know their own biographies, so how could they tell you anyone else's? So, whether it is any priest, sannyasi, they don't know themselves. How will they tell you biographies of the deities? You now know everything. The father says, I explain to you, children, all that I know. No one except the father can give you that kingdom. Lakshmi and Narayan did not claim the kingdom through a war. There are no wars there, whereas people here continue to fight a lot. There are so many human beings. It should enter your hearts that you are claiming the father's inheritance through Dada. The father says, constantly remember me alone. He doesn't say that you must also remember the one whom he has entered. No. So Shiv Baba says you don't even have to remember Brahma, the one he has entered. Only remember me alone. He says, constantly remember me alone. Those sannyasis give away their photos with their names. How could you take a photo of Shiv Baba? How could you write a name above a point? If you write the name Shiv Baba above the point, the name above would be larger. These matters have to be understood. A point is so tiny. The name would be bigger than just a point. So Baba says you have to remember the point, not even the name. Therefore, children, you should be very happy that Shiv Baba is teaching you. It is souls that study and souls who carry the sanskars. Baba is now filling you souls with these sanskars. He is the father as well as the teacher and the guru. You should teach others that which the father teaches you. Remember this world cycle and also inspire others to remember it. He gives the virtues that he has to you children. Whatever Baba has, he gives it to us. Knowledge, virtues. He says, I am the ocean of knowledge, the ocean of happiness, and I also make you this. You should also give happiness to everyone. You should never cause sorrow for anyone through your thoughts, words, or deeds. Speak these sweet things into the ears of everyone. Remember Shiv Baba, and all your sins will be absolved. You have to give everyone the message that Baba has come and that they should claim their inheritance from him. Give this message to everyone. Eventually, it will even be printed in newspapers. You know that at the end, everyone will say, Oh God, your wonderful games are unique. Only you grant us salvation. You liberate everyone from sorrow and take them to the land of peace. This is also magic. Their magic is for a temporary period. That one changes you from humans into deities for 21 births. You become Lakshmi and Narayan through the magic of Manmanabhav. All the names, such as the magician, the jeweler, apply to Shiv Baba, not to Brahma Baba. All of you BrahmaKumaris and Kumaris are studying. You study and you then teach others. Baba does not teach everyone on his own. Baba teaches you all together and you then teach others. The Father is teaching Raj Yoga. Only the Father is the creator. Sri Krishna is the creation. So yesterday also Baba mentioned that a creation cannot give inheritance. So whether it is Sri Krishna, Ram, any of the deities or sannyasis, religious founders, any priest, anyone, nobody can give the inheritance of virtues, powers, knowledge. golden age. Only the one Father can give that because He is the Creator. You receive the inheritance from the Creator, not a creation. You do not receive the inheritance from Sri Krishna. The two forms of Vishnu are Lakshmi and Narayan. In their childhood, they are Radhe and Krishna. So, this is also a big secret that Radhe and Krishna are the childhood names, and as they grow up, their name changes to Lakshmi and Narayan. So, Baba says, remember these aspects very firmly because, in the Bhagavad Gita, it says that Krishna gave the knowledge. So, even receiving knowledge is like inheritance. But Baba says that Sri Krishna is the first soul of Golden Age. Sri Krishna doesn't even have this knowledge. This knowledge is not needed in Golden Age. So you don't receive any inheritance from Sri Krishna. If old men go fast, they can claim a high status. But old women still have some attachment. They remain trapped in the webs of their own creation, which is their children. They remember so many, only in breaking the intellects away from all of them and linking it in yoke to the one Father alone is their effort. You have to die a living death, dying alive, where I keep reminding myself that I don't belong to anyone and nobody belongs to me. I only belong to one God. Once the arrow strikes the target of the intellect, that's it. However, you still have to continue with great tact. It shouldn't be that you do not even speak to anyone. You may stay in your household, you may talk to everyone, you may have a relationship with them, right? You have your children, grandchildren, have the relationship. Don't just cut them off, but don't get attached to them. The Father says charity begins at home. If you do not have a relationship with them, how would you uplift them? You have to fulfill your responsibilities to both sides, whether it is to godly family or to the Lokik physical family. Some ask, Baba, should I go to the wedding? Baba says, why not? The Father simply says, lust is the greatest enemy. You have to conquer it, and you will then become the conquerors of the world. Age viceless. Creates place through the power. The Father says, become viceless. Firstly, make it firm that you are sitting with Shiv Baba and that Shiv Baba is telling you the story of 84 births. This world cycle continues to turn. First of all, the deities come, they are Satopradhan, and they then become Tamopradhan whilst taking rebirth. The world becomes old and impure. Souls also become impure. Souls are also impure. There's no strength in anything that belongs here in this impure world. There's a great difference between the flowers and fruit of golden age and those here. Can we think about it? The mangoes in golden age, how big, full, sweet they would be. There are never any sour or stale things there. You have visions of that place. Your hearts want to bring those flowers and fruit here, but when you return, they have disappeared. So some sisters, they go into trance, they actually see golden age, they're able to experience. But when they see all these lovely fruits and flowers, the fragrance, they want to bring it here for others to experience, but they can't. The Father entertains some children by granting them these visions. That spiritual father is the one who teaches you. It is the soul and not the body that studies. The soul has the pure pride that he is claiming his inheritance from the Father and that he is also becoming a master of the world. You will all go to heaven, but not all of you will be called Lakshmi and Narayan. It is souls who receive the inheritance, who claim the full inheritance, are called Lakshmi and Narayan. So even though we will all be in golden age, our names would be different. No one except the Father can give you this knowledge. This is a university, and the young, the mature, and the elderly all study here. So actually, in our class, we have four generations studying at the same time. Four generations. So the grandparents, the parents, the children, the great grandfather. So they all are studying the same knowledge. Have you ever seen such a college? There they become lawyers or doctors, etc. Whereas here, you change from humans into deities. You know that Baba is your teacher and Satguru, and he will take you back with him. Then, according to how you study, you will go and claim your status in that land of happiness. The Father never even sees your golden age. Shiv Baba asks, do I see the golden age? It has to be seen through a body, but he does not have a body of his own. So, how could he see it? He talks to you children here, and he sees that the entire world is old. Without a body, he cannot see anything. The Father says, I enter this impure world and an impure body and make you pure. I do not even see heaven. It is not that I can secretly see it through someone's body. No, it is not even in my part. You listen to so many new things. Therefore, you must not attach your hearts to this old world. The Father says, to the extent that you become pure, so you will receive a high status. It is all a game of the pilgrimage of remembrance. So it's a game. This world drama is a game. Pilgrimage of remembrance is like a game. We remember today very well, tomorrow we might fail. People stay pure while they are on a pilgrimage, but when they return home, they become impure again. You children should have a lot of happiness. You know that you are claiming your unlimited inheritance of heaven from the unlimited Father. So you must follow his Srimad. You have to become Satopradhan by having remembrance of the Father. Rust has been accumulating on you for 63 births, and you have to remove that in this birth. There is no other difficulty. You have to renounce the hunger you have for drinking poison, which is going on the path of lust. You must not even think about it. The Father says you have been unhappy for many births because of those vices. He has a lot of mercy for the Kumaris. Everyone who goes to a cinema becomes bad. It is through this that they go to hell. Baba says to someone, it doesn't matter if you watch a film, but on seeing you go, many others would start going there. This is why you must not go there. This one is Bhagirath, the lucky chariot. He is the fortunate chariot who has become the instrument in the drama to give his chariot on loan to God. You understand that Baba enters this one. This is the horse of Hussein. No? So they call that Hussein who fought on his horse. So he sacrificed. Hussein is one of the, in Islam, he is one of the, he was a child of one of the, I think, the holy men. Um, and he fought a war on this horse and he sacrificed his life. So usually on the day of Muharram, which is what they do is they have a horse, they decorate that horse with this cloth and everything, and they take like a parade. And then some people, they kind of, hurt themselves. They beat themselves with all of that. They believe that, Hussein sacrificed his life for us, and this is the least that we can do. So on the day of Muharram, which is the day of Hussein sacrificing his life, they actually hit the self. They beat themselves till they bleed. So Baba says, that this Brahma is actually the horse of the Hussein. Hussein is the beautiful one, and the one who is beautiful. So Shiv Baba uses this chariot of Brahma. He makes all of you beautiful. The Father himself is beautiful and he has taken this chariot. His part in the drama is such. The souls that have now become ugly have to be made golden aged. Is the Father or is the drama the Almighty Authority? Is the Father the Almighty Authority or drama? Baba says it is the drama. Then within that drama, who of all the actors is the Almighty Authority? It is Shiv Baba and then Ravan. For half a cycle, there's the kingdom of Ram, and for half a cycle, there's kingdom of Ravan. Some children repeatedly write to the father and say that they forget the father. They become unhappy. Oh, but I have come to make you into masters of the world. And so why are you unhappy? You have to make effort. You have to become pure. Can Baba give you a tilak just like that? Can Baba give us the tilak of becoming master of the world just like that when you're not even happy? You have to make yourself worthy with this knowledge and yoga of giving yourself a tilak of self sovereignty. Continue to remember the Father, and you will become worthy of giving yourself a tilak. It is in your intellects that Shiv Baba is your sweet Father, teacher, and Satguru. He also makes us very sweet. You know that you will definitely go to the land of Sri Krishna. Bharat definitely becomes heaven every 5,000 years. It then becomes hell. People think that it is heaven here for those who are wealthy and that the poor are in hell. However, it is not like that. The world is in hell, and everybody living in this world is in hell. It's not that if you have the money, you are in heaven, and for those who don't have the money, they are in hell. No. And that's why people say heaven and hell coexist, or it's at the same time. When you're happy, you're in heaven. When you have the money, you have the resources, you have all the comfort. It's like, oh, I'm in heaven. But when you don't have all the comfort and privileges, you are in hell. No, it's not like that. So Baba says heaven is completely a different world, a different time in the drama. Hmm. So heaven and hell cannot coexist, just as night and day cannot coexist. When there's day, there's day. There's no trace of night. Acha, to you, sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning. From the mother, the father, Bap Dada, the spiritual father says namaste to you, children, and the spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharna. Cinema is the way to go to hell. Therefore, you must not watch films. You have to become pure and claim a high status by going on the pilgrimage of remembrance. Do not attach your heart to this old world. Be very cautious of what content you are watching. It's really very important. Nowadays, most of the content is either violent, very lustful, fighting, war, right? All of this. So be very mindful of what content I'm watching. Do not cause sorrow for anyone through your thoughts, words, or deeds. You have to say sweet things in the ears of everyone. That means very softly, speak very sweetly to everyone. Remind everyone to have remembrance of the Father. You must link your intellect in yoga with the one Father alone. Also, sweet things of this knowledge. Share sweet things of this knowledge as a secret uh, to everyone. Today's blessing. May you switch on your awareness and experience the bodiless stage in a second with your loving intellect. May you switch on your awareness. It's like a switch on, and experience the bodiless stage in a second with your loving intellect. Where there is love for God, becoming bodiless is like a game of a second. Darkness is dispelled as soon as you switch on a light. In the same way, when you become one with a loving intellect, and you switch on your awareness, the switch of awareness of the body and the physical world is switched off. This is a game of a second. It takes time to say Baba, Baba with your mouth, but it doesn't take any time to take Baba into your awareness. It's 1 second, Baba in my awareness. The word Baba is the soul conscious bomb with which you forget the old world. The word Baba is a soul conscious bomb. So even saying it takes more time, Baba says. But switching on the awareness takes a second. And because there is love in my heart for Baba, that I would easily lose the awareness of this body to meet my beloved in 1 second. Slogan: remain beyond the mud of body consciousness and you will become a double light angel. Remain beyond the mud of body consciousness and you will become a double light angel. Today's awake signal: to discern purity is to experience divinity in your thoughts, words, actions, relationships, and connections. Some say I always speak the truth, but if there isn't any divinity in their words and actions, others will not feel anything true in their truth. Therefore, imbibe divinity with the power of truth. No matter what you have to tolerate, do not be afraid. Truth will automatically be revealed according to the time. Truth cannot be revealed with force, huh, with me being hyper about it or anything. Truth will be revealed automatically with time, but we should not let go of our divinity. How am I speaking the truth? Cha, Om Shanti. So today, Baba is our father, teacher, Sadguru, the magician, right, who transforms us, takes us beyond. So let us remember this magician who performs this wonderful magic. He's the beautiful one who makes us beautiful, who makes us virtuous. He says, you don't need to ask me for anything. Like people in devotion, they go and ask God, give me this, give me this. Baba says, no, you don't need to do that. Just remember me. And you, as my child, can claim the inheritance. Baba has so much love for us. So let's remember Baba. Let me connect with my mind and intellect beyond this world of sound into the world of silence. I am with my Supreme Father, my Supreme Teacher, Sadguru Baba. Who is the ever pure, ever beautiful one, the incorporeal being of light, the one who makes me virtuous. Baba invokes the divinity in me and makes me worthy of heaven. He is the supreme magician who showers upon me his magical rays that remove the alloy mixed in the soul. I bring this awareness back and keep reminding myself all day today I am God's beloved child, and Baba is only a thought away. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So have a wonderful day with Baba. See you tomorrow. Om Shanti.